What's up guys, Aldo Shifts bringing you back another video, and this is my 5,000 mile review on my 2023 F150 with the Whipple Stage 2 kit. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so I bought this truck brand new. This is actually my second Gen 4 F150. I had a 2021 anti-matter blue 2-wheel drive that I basically did nothing to. I just put a leveling kit and some like replica King Ranch wheels, but nonetheless, at the time, there was nothing you could do to these trucks. They weren't tunable yet, and the only thing you could do was the Whipple, the Whipple Stage 2 or Stage 1 kit from the factory, right? So I went ahead and sold that truck. I got a nice crew cab, and I put myself back into a 2-wheel drive F150 now that they're tunable, because there is bigger plans coming for this truck. Now, the Whipple Stage 2 kit, we put a Ritech 3.5 lowering kit, and we went ahead and put 20-inch wheels all around, 20x7s in the front with 20x10s in the rear. If you guys are interested in the other modifications on drops or superchargers that are available for this truck, check out these videos. They're going to be in the link down below. But nonetheless, let's get straight into it. I got this truck brand new from the factory. I ordered it with the options that I want. It's an XLT, and realistically, I drove 4,000 miles completely stock until all the parts arrived. We went ahead and threw on the supercharger and the modifications I just mentioned, and I've been driving for about 5,000 miles now. So I have a pretty good first-hand experience of what to expect with these trucks. First question and most asked question, what's the gas mileage like? Gas mileage on the truck is going to be like 16.5 to 17 if you're driving chill around the city and on the highway. Towing, I did tow about 400 miles in one day with this truck. It does have the tow bags in the rear, and I didn't tow with the regular wheels. We went ahead and put the stocks back on, and it gave me about 12.5 to 11.5 miles per gallon. That day was a little bit windy, so I don't feel like it was a true testimony. I felt like it might be around 12 to 13, but that was a real world fact and a real world experience with it towing. We have done some exterior upgrades as well. Looking around the truck, if you guys do want to see it, we put the Raptor Euro headlights on it. We put a limited replica grille and the OEM fog lights as well. Follow me to the back. Other upgrades, we just tinted the windows. That's not really a modification. And we did the Tremor / Raptor style tail lights. So they are the smoked ones from factory. This is the way they look. This is the way the truck sits right now. If you guys are interested in the Ritech lowering kit, my truck does sit lower in the front, but it is a coilover, so you can go ahead and mess with the collar of the shock itself and go ahead and like just mess around with the ride height. Set it to what you want. It rides good. I feel like it rides better than stock. That's just my personal opinion. The Ritech lowering kit, since it's adjustable shocks, you can go ahead and change it. Also, putting some air in the rear bags when driving does help. I usually carry, or I like to put some weight in the back just because it's a 2-wheel drive. It will drive better with some weight in the back. It kind of feels like a little bit flimsy in the back sometimes, especially when you step on it. But overall, it's a good truck. On the tires themselves, I don't have drag radials or anything like that. These are Nitto NT55 G2 tires on it, and they work great for me. It is a daily, so I don't want to get caught in the rain and have to pull over or anything like that. These tires have been pretty good. They have some pretty thick thread pattern on them if you want to zoom in on it. And yeah, overall, when I hit it on the street, 55 plus miles per hour, second gear, third gear, the truck's just gonna hook and buck. It's a perfect daily. I have raced a couple different cars. I have raced a C8. We took the win. Of course, some stock 5.0s or cold air intake and tunes. Easily beat them, but haven't really taken it to Mexico. Just kind of like encounters across Mexico. It is what it is. I'm not looking to actively race people because it's not the fastest thing on the street. I have a twin turbo, 1200 horsepower car, and that's the actual fun one for racing, but we just do drag racing stuff. I try to stay off the streets as much as possible just because I don't want to put anybody else in danger. But regardless, back into the review, right? This is a 6.5 bed truck. Modifications that I would like to do in the future, and I feel like is almost a must, is going to be a bed cover. I want to put a tri-cover or a roll-on lock, but that will be to come. And that's pretty much it. So it's a good truck. You know what you're getting yourself into. It's a 700 horsepower truck. It comes with warranty from the factory if you get it installed through a dealer. And honestly, it's better than the Lightnings, you know. It's the new modern era Lightning in my opinion. So what do you want to do?
Any pros or cons from having a regular cab Carriot or Lariat? A four-door Lariat,
I understand your
question. A two-door.
Yeah. So that's the ghost speaker, the ghost cameraman. No, I'm just playing. It's my fiance. She's recording. You know that is a good question. Now,
like, just made Main pros
Main pros. All right.
of this over the Lariat.
Okay, the Lariat was a 3.5 EcoBoost. Lovely trim. Heated and cooled seats, right? It has a 12-inch screen. It has all the room you need. I might get a crew cab, guys, now that I'm thinking about it. No, I'm playing. You give up a lot of creature comforts, but you can do that stuff too. These trucks is just going to cost you a lot of money out of pocket, right? You can do the Lariat interior swap. You can do the King Ranch interior swap. You're going to be into it at least $3,000, $3,000 to $7,000, just depends what trim you go with. And yeah, so that's kind of like the stuff that you give up that I gave up going from a crew cab. But at the time, I mean, I'm 24 years old. I don't have a family. We don't have a family just yet. So I felt like this is a perfect time for me to go ahead and knock out another dream vehicle of mine, go ahead and build it up to what I want to do. So that way, whenever I do have a family, this is no longer the daily. I go ahead and have a super nice F150 crew cab or an F250, whatever it's going to come, right? But
any cons?
Pros on this one, horsepower, you know, it's fun to have a daily with high horsepower. You can get around traffic. The looks itself and the attention it gets, I feel like it's not something that I seek, but it is nice. And 3, it's kind of like the support that I've been gaining from YouTube on the truck alone is just like astronomical. Over the last four or 5 months that I've been posting this truck, I went from about 1,100 subscribers to 1,700 subscribers at the time of making this video. So I really appreciate you guys liking this content. Let me know what you guys want to see with it. As far as negatives, definitely the room. You know, it's only 2 doors. I travel a lot for road, and I wish I had that extra room at times. The lowering, sometimes having a lower truck isn't the best, especially I'm visiting construction sites and stuff, and I don't want to go in there with my lower truck, so I usually park a half mile out and have to walk in. That's a big con for me. Yeah. And giving up the creature comforts, I really like the heated and cooled seats, the 12-inch screen. I know that's stuff that I can do and will eventually do, but you know, I don't have it at the time. It doesn't come right out of the box, and I feel like most people aren't going to be willing to do that. So I feel like that's a big con of these trucks. The XLT should have definitely came with more features, just like the crew cabs did. And Ford did they dropped the ball, honestly. This is what a truck should have came like from factory. They should have made like an FP 700 out of the factory. And this is basically like an FP 700, but just did it myself type thing. And yeah, let's get a look around. It's not the cleanest, you know. It was a sleeper truck. We recently did put a muffler on it. We put an XR1 universal muffler. Let me turn it on so you guys can listen to that. Can you go ahead and take the people over here? It sounds good. It has a deep rumble. It's not obnoxious. I still have my cats. The only thing that it does have is just a XR1 universal muffler to a slanted like dual exit or Corsa tips. Not Corsa tips, but kind of like Corsa tips, right? And
fake.
Yeah, fake. I'm a pony, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys do have any questions, feel free to comment them down. I try to answer all the questions, even if they're repetitive, even if you didn't scroll down, see if someone else asked a question, I'm still gonna answer it. But other than that, I am gonna be doing, I don't know, maybe a 12-inch screen here pretty soon. Maybe do the Lariat interior swap here pretty soon. Who knows? If I can get more support, I will be able to do these modifications sooner. I just actually 2 days ago became monetized on YouTube after posting for about 2 years. So I appreciate all you guys watching. I had the 1,000 subscribers for a while, but I didn't have the 4,000 watch hours, and you guys just bumped me across the 4,000. So now we actually start making some videos. I'm making $2 a day on YouTube. So if you guys can bump that up, we can start doing more modifications, you know. Building 2 cars at the same time can get pretty pricey, but we're gonna do it for you guys. So appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you soon. All right, so we're here at CD Muffler. We brought the Whipple 10-speed over here. Brian hasn't even been here for 24 hours. Can you tell the people what we're doing?
So what we're doing, this Whipple truck, headers, E85, fuel system, pulling down, and then we're just gonna do a simple Borla exhaust on the side. But due to shipping, the headers, E85 fuel system is currently caught on a ship in the Red Sea due to the Houthis. So we're like a year delay on that, but the exhaust we had ordered a year in advance before the truck showed up. So that arrived in cargo yesterday in Houston. We picked it up, took it here to CD Muffler. The one we brought didn't work, so we're just using theirs or something that we're buying directly from them. So we're just doing exhaust today. It's gonna sound good. gonna open her up a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. We're gonna let her eat.
Yeah, and like the rest of the mods, fuel system and stuff, it's not monetary issues. It's stuck. It's stuck right now.
Same. There's Houthis in there. You guys have seen the news. The Houthis in the Red Sea, they're stopping shipping. It's not our fault.
The Hainas stop everything, you know. So it is what it is. We're only gonna do the exhaust. The truck still has stock exhaust, stock headers. Basically, we just threw the Whipple on, lowering kit and wheels, and we did like appearance modifications. But other than that, we're gonna go ahead and see what it does. Brian, can you do us a favor, turn on the truck?
Yeah, I got you right here.
I appreciate it. Yeah, so this is a Whipple truck, by the way. Look how quiet it is with the stock exhaust. Oh my God. Before we end up the video, I did want to show you the cold start itself and some in-cabin driving with the new XR1 muffler, Borla XR1 muffler, and then just some custom tips or regular tips that they had off the shelf there at the muffler shop. Sounds pretty good. Doesn't sound too loud. This is how it sounds from inside the cabin. All right, so we're actually gonna go ahead and go get lunch, but wanted to give you some in-cabin driving. I know I need to put gas. That's actually what I'm about to go do. I'm about to head to Sam's, but you know, from inside it doesn't sound obnoxious. Whenever you do step on it, it does sound good, but low idle, doesn't have too much drone at certain RPMs. It does, but nothing too crazy where it's obnoxious and makes my head hurt or anything like that. So that's gonna wrap up the video. Hope you guys like the exhaust itself. Again, one more time, because I know someone's gonna ask in the comment section, but it's an XR1 3-inch universal muffler with any tips you can find off the shelf, right? So if you do want to do the rear exit, you still can. It's going to take a little bit more work, so I just opted in for the side exit. That's what most of these trucks look good with either way. Later on, we'll probably do like a true dual exhaust, and I might have it run all the way to the back just to get rid of drone. But for now, this will do. Appreciate it. If you haven't already, subscribe to all those shifts. I'd appreciate it. And you guys have a great day.